I got this. So, welcome back to Review-O-Meter. I'm your host, Peter, and we have our co-host, Peter.
Hello.
And our other co-host, Caesar.
Hey, yo.
We have joining us today,
You have our
Chris.
other co-host too.
I'm here.
What is this? What is happening?
Keep going.
We have Michael Shang.
The other co-host.
I'm still getting the shuffler ready right now, so.
And we have Natalie.
Tuck her up.
She said tuck her up.
Tuck her up on my derriere.
There you go. And we have Kevin. Yo, what up, guys? We are on our final episode for Marvel Month. Let's get a big round of applause. All
I
right.
got the shuffler set, so wow, I don't know if that's gonna make it in, but
That's gonna make it in. That's gonna make it in.
welcome to Review-O-Meter. I'm your host, Peter. Thank you for listening into this podcast where we watch 4 random titles and rank them within one random theme. This month, our theme is Marvel on Disney+. Joining me today via Discord, we have Caesar, our assistant to the regional host.
Hey, yo.
And we're with a few other friends. There's Kevin, who just made that early announcement, if that actually gets into this edit post. Yeah.
I
Kevin.
swear to God, that will definitely either make it in or make it a gag reel, I swear.
No, keep it in.
I will get loud.
Just in case it doesn't make it in, I'll say that again. We have Kevin.
Oh, man. What's up, guys? You know, that's definitely not getting cut.
We have Chris.
My diddly ho neighborino.
We have Michael Shang.
That's me.
And we have Natalie.
How much wood would a woodchuck wood if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
About
More
10.
than one, less than 100.
I just wanted to insert that. It was the first thing that popped in my head.
Alliteration. Fun times. I can never do it. Not even if it's my own name. Peter Pick Up Peck of Peppers. Something.
It's Peter Pumpkin Eater.
That's not alliteration.
I know, but I always think it's funny calling you that. But I'll change my greeting if you guys have to cut it out. Howdy!
Beautiful.
Why would we cut it out? That's staying.
Keep it in.
Oh.
Y'all think I cut everything.
Yeah.
You're not even editing this episode.
No, Caesar's editing this one again. He's been doing all of the Marvel ones. And Caesar loves to keep all of this gag stuff in.
I do. It's hilarious.
So that's why we heard it. Okay, moving on from that. Before we activate the shuffler, I would like to remind everyone that you each have a reshuffle card. These cards were Christmas gifts to everyone who has ever joined Review-O-Meter before the end of the year. So you each have one. And remember, you can only use your reshuffle card once. This is our last title for Marvel, guys.
Oh,
I
sad.
mean,
Yeah.
is there a potential chance in the
Speaking
future?
of Marvel,
to get another
did
Marvel?
anybody watch the Doctor Strange trailer?
Oh,
I was trying
found
to
it a
stay
little
away from it,
strange.
but I did
Oh.
watch it. Yes.
But I
What?
also will say this, I have not.
Or
I'm
the
slacking.
poster.
Poster?
The
Poster.
new poster
Yeah,
it has. Oh, I saw some things. I was like, ooh.
it has I guess, spoiler alert, question mark, if I...
And
if
it's
I-
in it,
it's a poster.
so-
It's a poster, so it has the Captain Britain shield.
He
You
caught
know,
her
Peggy
shield.
Carter's shield
Captain
from What If.
Carter.
And I think it has the eye of, what's his name? Goram Sharam.
Who?
Shumagorath.
Yes, there we go. Shumagora. Yeah.
He's going by a different name in the film because of licensing rights.
Well,
Yeah.
What
Sad.
licensing? Does Disney not own all of Marvel yet?
wasn't he in?
I think it's a licensing with Capcom or something. I don't remember what it was.
I know Lionsgate has a couple characters, but not anyone important, I don't think.
Lionsgate? No. I'm wrong. I was going to say, isn't that with Universal? But I realized.
Nope,
I'm thinking,
that's the people who made the Hunger Games and whatnot.
damn. Bad movies.
What? I actually like the Hunger Games.
Yeah, they were, they were
No, don't get me
terrible.
wrong.
They're
I was
good.
completely obsessed with the Hunger Games growing up.
A solid book.
I read all the books, watched all the movies, followed all the characters. But
The last one's a stinker, I'll say that.
It is.
book and movie.
Have not
Yeah.
either.
Honestly, if you think about it, sorry to insert this about the Hunger Games, but like the whole movie and the whole plot was basically pointless because her whole reasoning was to keep her sister,
Yeah.
and her sister died. So
That's I agree with you. That's why I'm saying it kind of
Wow,
stinks.
spoiler. Thanks.
You're a spoiler.
you're
Wow.
welcome. I
Wow.
saved you
Like
a few
5 years
hours.
later.
Wow. Oh my god.
More than 5, I think, right?
Probably 7, I don't know.
Yo, it had to be. Yeah, that was at least or no later than 2015, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were really long, and like the books were also really long to get to the point, and then
I like the
like
book.
they're like, yeah, her sister exploded, and now Katniss has nothing. And I'm just like, she only did this just to save her sister.
Anyways, Marvel.
Shuma Gorath.
Yeah, what we watching today?
Easy.
So
Like that show.
before I forget, happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Today, on the
It's
day of
Valentine's Day?
recording, it is
What?
Valentine's Day.
All of you too.
Oh my god, you're dating this episode?
So.
I thought it was April. Whoa, wait, what?
Well, you see, I would.
All of us have nothing better to do but to hang out on Discord to talk about a random Marvel movie.
You see,
Oh,
I would
wait.
be doing something with my girlfriend, but she lives in another nation. That would be imagination. So yeah,
Oh, I thought it was Canada.
Off my boo yesterday, so
There's another multiverse.
can't wait to watch this movie.
If it's a movie, we only had one movie so far. The rest were all Disney XD shows.
I will pay one of you guys to use your shuffle card.
How much? How much you thinking?
I have like 1,000 Dogecoin left. Whatever that sums up to.
Ooh.
say, hey, it's my birthday. Someone should give me their reshuffle card.
Yeah, there you go. It's my birthday.
Tomorrow, though.
Birthday's on the 22nd.
Oh, so okay, you just wanted to celebrate tomorrow. Okay, moving on. So yeah. If
I
we
forgot.
get another movie today, that'd be fun.
Wow, that's a real best time right there.
I know,
What
right?
happened?
I didn't
I
see it,
missed
but
something.
alright. Same.
I'm joking.
I'm not even looking at Discord screen, by the way. Okay, moving on.
Totally missed Natalie's face, but that's fine.
Okay, so yeah, if you guys want to use your reshuffle cards, it would probably help us out get something good. If if we actually end up getting another Disney XD show, and maybe that's already too much Disney XD shows, I'll have no complaints from myself. Other than that, let's go ahead and move on. So it has come to that time for us to activate the Review-O-Meter Shuffler and see which title we will be reviewing.
Yo, how much you want to bet this thing's not gonna break?
And it broke.
Oh, Kevin, you jinxed it. What are you doing? Come on, man.
Wow. I bet on that.
You jinxed it.
Dang. I jinxed it.
Kevin, why? Kevin, just because you said that, you have to fix it all by yourself.
Fine. Alright,
In
let
a
me find my
cave.
left-handed monkey wrench. Let's see. Alright, got some headlight fluid. That should do it.
Oh, there we go.
And the winner is
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Who's using it? Who's using it? Who's using
What we
it?
get? What we get?
A movie? Question mark?
Yo, if anybody... Hold on. Okay,
You have to announce
So, what this wonderful randomizer that I just fixed for
Shuffler.
some reason... Sorry, Shuffler... has given us is Thor: The Dark World.
You didn't fix it. I said fix it.
Keep it.
So, I mean...
For the Dark World.
Keep
So,
it.
just saying, we do have reshuffle.
We talked great about this movie before.
We need something to put lower than the Guardians of the Galaxy shorts.
The movie? Yo, the movie we have been talking shit about this whole run.
It's haunting us.
What are the odds?
All right.
my
So
God.
since you already hinted at it, is anyone going to use the reshuffle card? I know that I heard some chatter about that just now.
I will pay you guys.
We're about to move on. Speak now or forever hold your shuffle cards.
Why don't you use yours, Kevin?
No, I'm not using mine. I'm saving that for Mary Poppins. Come on.
Hey, you. Use It for Life is rough. Actually, no, I like that movie.
Either or.
But just to piss off Tyrese.
Oh, for both of you, that's what I'm doing.
Oh, wait a minute. Look at the
What's
next
the
one.
next one?
Oh, Big Hero 6 would have been Big Hero 6.
Big Hero 6. Oh my, that makes me mad.
Yes. Oh my god.
So close. Oh my god, I
Oh,
love
I
that
would've-
game. Oh my god.
Your chance to use your reshuffler.
Hey, Peter, since it's almost my birthday, can I get a free reshuffle? Pretty please. Pretty please.
It's a great
That's going to
birthday
be a no.
present.
I'm sorry.
Dang.
It's a freebie.
All right, guys, let's make our own podcast.
Ooh, mutiny.
Welcome to review of Kevin. Review
Okay.
things.
Where we got all these Kevins and we got to review them.
That sounds weird, actually.
You have to rhyme Kevin. I don't say review O Peter.
Welcome back to Review O Peter, where we have to watch.
Review a Heaven. I'm your host, Kevin.
Where we have to watch Thor: The Dark World.
I guess we're watching Thor: The Dark World, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh my god, do we even have to watch it at this point?
Yes, we have to watch it.
We have to watch it. You know what?
Don't.
I'm gonna find some 5 good things in this movie, and I want you
Natalie
to do the
Portman.
same.
Hey,
Okay?
that's all I got right now.
Your segment right there.
We're gonna try to be as positive as we can in this review to make it fair for justice for Thor, because we know it's not him. He has a good movie, heck, one of the best movies of all the MCUs. But his sequel is one of the worst movies of all of Marvel, period.
That's really hurting expectations, but let's see what happens.
Wait, what do you mean? Have you not seen this movie, Caesar?
I haven't seen this movie in a while.
All
Oh,
right, guys.
it's,
It sounds like none of you want to reuse your reshuffle card.
I've only seen this movie like once.
Whoa. Are you
Oh,
telling me
wait,
you're about
wait.
to drop yours?
Wait. What? Wait.
No,
what?
I'm just kidding. We're watching this
Oh,
movie. I'm not
okay.
using it.
Okay.
I mean,
What do you think about it? Because we could make something much, much worse.
we have until I go to commercial break, so just because
Wait,
I hadn't gone, I would have accepted it.
What would
But
be
we're-
like the worst thing on here?
Do like a system, just like how we do like the birthday month. Everyone's birthday month, they get to have one free shuffle.
I gave you all a free
should do
reshuffle card on Christmas because you all keep bothering me about how you want to get it on your dang birthdays. So I created Christmas to have it all be equal. This is what you get. I'm sorry. Use your reshuffle card or don't use reshuffle card. Forget about your birthday.
All right, Chris. I think it's that time, man.
All right, time for us to stage this mutiny.
Yeah, Chris.
I'm catching Magikarp.
All right, whatever. Let's just start. Let's cut the
Okay,
commercial
we're
break.
going on from this. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Stick around and we'll come back with our thoughts and reviews of Thor: The Dark World after these messages.
Everyone starts somewhere. I'm not sure who originally said that quote, but it's a life lesson to think about when beginning your career voyage. All jobs require previous work experience, but how does one know where to start? Well, become an intern's intern. Think about it. An intern is chosen from a select group of individuals, mostly college students, but how do you start your career if you can't even land an internship? Well, just become an intern for an intern. That's what our agency is all about. No experience required. How often do you hear about companies looking to hire 20-year-olds with 30 years of experience? It's a dark world there, guys. One great example was Ryan Howard, who was a young up-and-comer who got the chance to be a temp at a mid-sized paper company, and then years later became vice president of sales. You think he did that on his own? Well, don't waste your time trying to land jobs and bullshitting your way to the top. Start from the absolute bottom, below the bottom's bottom, and become an intern's intern. Learn more and apply today at our website. That's www.internandintern.com. That's the ampersand, not the word and. I say again, that's www.internandintern.com. And remember, guys, every hot dogger needs a start. welcome back to Review Peter.
We're back from watching Thor: The Dark World, and we can all agree it's the best movie that they've ever made.
Yeah,
Ayo.
Anyways, yeah, we're back from watching Thor: The Dark World on Disney Plus. I think that says it all.
Oh, let me yawn real quick for the audience. No,
And good night, everyone. We got nothing to talk about. Have a good one.
that was it. Yep, that was.
Yeah, that was a movie. Yeah.
No,
That
I'm
was
lying.
really-
I have
I'm
some
not
notes.
lying.
I
That's
Thanks,
something.
was too busy asleep to take notes. I'm sorry.
Oh.
No,
I can't believe you fell asleep.
I fell asleep after the ending. All right, I heard the credits roll and I woke up.
Job, Kevin.
So keep in mind, Kevin does not get the accurate review because he did not just watch it.
He took a nap.
That's correct. My opinion will be voided throughout this whole thing. Any parts will be cut out by Caesar.
Now we have to say, is this the worst thing we have ever reviewed?
No.
You guys saw Jujutsu.
Have you heard of Babes and Toyland?
Oh, that's true. Hey,
Oh, sir, Bride of Boogity.
Oh, Bride of Book. Oh my god.
If I had to rank this, Bride of Boogity, Babes in Toyland, and
Jujitsu?
Jujitsu,
Yeah.
this might be number
This is
one.
on par with Jujitsu, in my opinion. The action's still kind of weak. The story is clustered. The execution seems all right, but the concept I don't understand, so the execution already just falls on its face. That's this movie.
Bro,
And it has
the
Chris
part-
Hemsworth, you know, my guy who
Oh.
looks like Sydney.
Oh yeah, it's twin.
Yeah. Sydney's in the movie.
But he's not even here to
Yeah, that's
talk about
sad.
his twin.
Oh, I wish he was here so we can talk about this one with him.
Yeah,
That's why he picked Extraction, just because of Chris Hemsworth.
his twin.
Back in the Netflix guest choice theme that we had.
But yeah, my one thing is like, bro, how did he have his hammer when like they were invading Asgard, bro? We all know that the Thor from the future came back and took his hammer back to the future, bro.
If you're
hey,
being serious, you know the concept is that's another universe now.
splitting the timeline.
I don't deal in multiverse. I don't deal in multiverse theory.
And what had happened was that at the exact moment that Thor's hammer flew away, Captain America returned the hammer. Bada bing, bada boom.
That is also true.
Hey, wait. So are you telling me Steve
However-
Rogers also re-stabbed Natalie Portman with a
Yes.
reality stone?
Because yes, Rocket did
Absolutely.
take it. Do you really think that was like Natalie Portman in Endgame? Did they actually bring her back, or do you think that was just some
Oh.
double on the bed?
Yeah, probably a double.
I feel
again.
like it was a double.
Double,
The credit they use footage they use of her.
double,
Makes sense. All you have to do is just animate a raccoon next to her.
double, bubble, toil in trouble.
Like with that scene with Loki and Thor walking through the corridor, like they had to re-edit Chris Evans in. He wasn't there for that.
Wait, you're talking about Chris Evans' cameo in this
Yeah.
movie?
Yeah.
What? I thought he was in this movie.
No,
I thought he did portray that.
separately. Yeah, they filmed that completely separately.
Oh, they were separate. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying that was some sort of not CGI, but like Chris Evans was not at all in this movie. You
It
know,
was a Chris Evans stunt double, and he just sounded exactly like him.
he's. I wonder
know,
how much they would pay that man to come back.
And in the words of Trevor Slattery, he was acting.
So, do you think in Endgame, when we see Loki in his prison playing with his little fidget toy thing, throwing it up in the air, do you think that was the same footage that was in this movie? Did they have to like loop it, or did they just ask Tom Hiddleston to get back into that costume and redo that with Thor and Rocket walking in the background?
Probably looped it.
I can see him looping it just to save a little budget.
Yeah.
Does that save budget? Do you have to pay more men or women? I didn't mean to just say men. Do you have to pay more people for editing, or can you just get Tom Hiddleston to do this one thing? Oh, but then you have to pay his costuming people.
The timing too, making sure you can get everyone there.
This is what they
Yeah.
actually did. They got our good old buddy John something, I can't remember his name, and he dressed up as Loki, and there you go.
Yeah, that's probably it.
It's very vague on what I said, but there you go.
Extremely vague.
If you know, you know.
So let's start off with the bads in this movie. Caesar,
Everything.
this is, I assume, pretty much your first time viewing if you really don't remember anything of it before. So what did you not enjoy?
I should say there were parts that happened. I was like, I don't remember that happening. I think when I first watched this movie, it was very vague and quick. So some issues I had with the movies were the villain seemed very generic, very before. It's like that kind of premise, like a stone that he needs to be more powerful, and like the generation of like a family of the hero has to stop them in the past, and now the present tense of the family hero has to get the stone to stop him from getting it again. Like I've seen that twist, that thing before.
It was definitely not fantastic.
No, it was not fantastic. It had a little bit of things. I mean, I did like that they had that Loki and Thor team up. That I liked. That I enjoyed, even though it lasted like for like 10 minutes, like not even like 5 seconds.
So this is actually the last time we see Loki until Ragnarok, right? Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah, because he does something. I don't know. I'm not going to spoil the movie. I don't know if anybody's seen this yet, but
I mean, we're talking about all spoilers, so go ahead.
Yeah, so you
Yeah,
good.
there's,
You good. You clear.
Because do we even see the post credit scenes? I was asleep for that.
Oh, I saw
Yes.
I saw the mid credits and the post credits.
the post credit.
Yeah, so our boy is hanging out as Odin, and then sent to a nice old nursing home.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually pre-credits.
Mid-credits.
Mid credits.
Oh, it was pre-credits when we saw Odin. Yeah, because the mid-credit scene was the Collector. The post-credit scene was just Jane and Thor kissing.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I can't believe I fell asleep for that.
If memory serves me right, then the mid-credit scene is the first mention of Infinity Stones in the MCU, and it is this movie.
They technically talk about it, like Odin talks about what the Infinity Stones are when he's explaining it to both Thor and Jane, but oh my god, like the rest of this movie, it's vague. Everything doesn't really give you answers. It's confusing and you don't really understand what's happening. You just see the action when it happens, and you can tell like the emotions of the characters because everyone does their part in this movie. Even Christopher Eccleston as Malachi, the Dark Elf. Yeah. But oh my god, the story that they're working with, I can honestly say I was pretty confused the first time watching. Like I didn't really understand what the ether is at all. I think Avengers Endgame kind of goes back to try to explain it a little bit more because this movie really was confusing, and god, I still feel kind of confused. Like when I look at the MCU timeline, this still like is kind of fuzzy because I don't really quite connect what happens. I can't really connect the dots in this movie.
Yeah, because they're like, yeah, the ether, it's a weapon, and it turns out it's just the reality stone, and then again, it's very vague on how he's like using it. Because again, reality stone, it's whatever you make it. So I guess I don't know.
They don't really play with the reality of that stone, like the
Yeah.
powers.
Yeah,
First watch it, I didn't know it was a reality stone. Like I didn't put two and two together, to be honest.
Did you not see Endgame? Oh, you're talking when you first watched it.
Yeah, when I first watched this movie, yeah.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
me neither.
they don't say what stone it is. They just say, "Hey, it's an Infinity Stone" at the end of in the mid-credit scene of the movie, and they're just like,
and then halfway down the
Okay.
line for like Infinity Wars, they're like, yeah, let's make it the reality stone.
But it somehow empowers the Dark Elves. Like it was the Power Stone in some way, but no, it's just making them stronger and more immune to, exploding and such.
Yeah, and then bro has the reality stone. He's just using it to make dust.
I mean, so did Thanos with all the stones
All right. Yeah, he used all the stones.
Wow.
out of people. Anyways, yeah, so I want to talk about, Darcy, because in this movie and in the first Thor movie, I didn't quite understand how intelligent she really was. I mean, she's Jane's assistant or intern, but she just plays as like her assistant, like her personal assistant, getting her coffee, bringing her equipment over and such, because she's kind of one of those like best friend interns who is kind of useless, but you just don't want to fire her.
He's also comedic relief.
Comedic relief especially, yeah. But then when we meet her again in WandaVision, she's in she's literally hired for that mission because she studies in astrophysics or something. So she definitely serves an important to the MCU. In these two movies, I didn't quite understand why she's really there other than just the movie needed a comic relief.
Yes.
I enjoyed her. First time I
Yes.
saw it, and now, this again, I feel like the movie was just, pacing wise, was very slow. It's just refreshing to have something, just something quick-witted, something to relieve everything.
Her character is still fun, yeah. I'm just trying to understand what her purpose is for, like, Jane.
I think it's just like the opposite, the yin versus yang. Darcy is like the free going type of person and is trying to balance out Jane. I think that's really the only thing she's there for.
Does she pick up on astrophysics later, or is it something she already knows during this movie?
Well, she's the intern, so isn't she must be taking some, like, learning something. And then from this to WandaVision, it's several years.
Oh yeah.
At least more than five at
for
least.
sure.
And we don't know if she got snapped or not. At least I don't think we do.
WandaVision did not say.
I don't think she did. I mean,
I don't remember.
she did become like her own, what is it, like not an intern anymore. So
Yeah, but it's still years later. This movie came out in 2013.
Is she a full-on doctor in that?
Yes, in WandaVision she was.
Okay. It's
There
been
we go.
years.
Also, it seems a little unprofessional. I think to me, I think kiss your own intern because she basically during before the final battle towards the end, she basically kissed her own intern.
hey, that's a whole other.
She's an intern herself. She really can't have an intern.
it's
It's
true.
for the intern.
That's a whole other HR problem. Let HR take care of it.
Yeah.
At this point, they're equals.
Okay, so let's talk about some of the good.
Okay,
No-
Peter, what's a good?
What's a good, Peter? What's a good?
I got
Yeah,
one.
Peter, what's good,
Yeah,
Peter?
let's start with you, Shane.
Yeah. So I think this is the start of the relationship and bond of Loki and Thor, which we all love now, and this is the start of
Yeah.
it. So I feel like that's the real big. And then Thor's mom, I think all her scenes were really good in this. And again, it goes back to Loki as well. The Loki that we love, it came because of this movie with the scenes with her. But yeah, that's really it.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah, I was waiting for someone to just blurt out Loki. Yes, Loki is definitely a good in this movie. He's always gonna be. I would say for me, one thing that's always fun to explore in the MCU is just like characters in a whole other environment. So seeing Jane go to Asgard, we don't really see much of like people on Earth actually travel to space, and that's what made Infinity War pretty fun when we have Doctor Strange, Stark, and Spider-Man literally like off-world. So it was fun to see her reactions, and I mean she coped with it pretty quickly and well.
I think too well.
So it was no different than just meeting the boyfriend's parents to her, but still, it was like the relationships that they had. That's actually fun. Asgard itself is full with a lot of people whose names are pretty hard to remember. Even what's his name, Zachary Levi's character.
You got Fandral,
Yeah.
and you got Hogun, and you got Volstagg, you got Lady Sif, and
Heimdall.
Heimdall. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I know all these
Yo,
names.
Heimdall.
I've just committed them to memory.
Heimdall like took out a whole spaceship by himself with 2 knives. Man's a
Yep.
unit.
I mean,
I think they.
he's a trooper,
Yeah.
as we saw in Infinity War.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can I just say one thing?
Yes,
Mhm.
You could say
you've been
2
silent
things.
anyways.
I know. I'm sorry.
You could say more than one thing.
Okay. So I just feel like honestly, if she just like minded her business,
Oh my god.
none of this would happen.
Oh my god, not this again.
If she would have minded her business, none of this would have
No,
happened.
that's like almost all the movies. Natalie.
Like I'm just thinking like if you didn't go into the stupid alley and go chasing for something, and like why would you want to just lay there? And like she thought it was like some cool experience, and her friend was like, "Girl, you were gone for 5 hours. Like what is going on?"
To be fair, if
True.
it wasn't her, it would have been someone else because even those kids were getting curious and playing around there.
Then the planets would have already aligned. They would have to wait another however many years.
1,000 years, I think.
I feel like it's 3. I don't know.
Oh, so
Really?
it's the Celestial game. Gotcha.
Don't worry, they create time travel later on. Come on.
I just can't. And like, if someone else or the one like was the one to get it, then Thor wouldn't have come down to Earth to like come help. He only did it because his mortal was down there. Like, let's be honest.
Hey,
He went down because Heimdall couldn't see her.
Because he was the only reason why he knew is because he was tracking her. Like, he was just like, "What do you mean she's
Stalker.
not on Earth?"
She's not wrong.
wow. Okay, you don't want to keep track of your friend
boo?
that is
Of your boo?
significantly important more than other people.
Like every other superhero.
Yes, exactly. So like, honestly, if she just like, minded her business, probably gone on other dates and like just not get
tried.
curious.
Hey. There's a reason the next movie's called Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
Love
Is
gets
Love and Thunder?
involved.
Because
Love and Thunder, right?
he's a simp. Thor's a simp.
Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that. I applaud Thor. All right.
He's a simp. We can
Was
all
there
agree.
love interest between he and Valkyrie?
I don't know about
No,
that.
about a lesbian.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, is that confirmed?
I think she. Yeah, Boomhilda.
Who I just remembered she actually played in one of my favorite shows, The 100. I was like, she looks super familiar.
You're talking about Valkyrie
Yes.
from
Tessa Thompson?
Ragnarok?
Yes.
People are saying there's gonna be a love triangle between
Really?
Valkyrie.
Oh.
Yeah, the triangle is I don't know.
Natalie Portman and her.
Natalie Portman and her, and then Natalie Portman and Thor, and that's it.
Yeah, so I guess not really a triangle, more
Like a
L.
love isosceles angle, or a love acute angle, or something like that.
Yo, my geometry skills are bad, so I'll take your word on it.
I don't know. I'm just making things up over here.
I did want to ask it might be a dumb question, but talk about Thor's mom dying. I thought about I was like, why didn't they use their technology to save her?
Yeah, because she got stabbed.
She got stabbed.
But I know that there have been multiple like Asgardian characters that have gotten stabbed and they were fine.
She bled out.
Yeah,
She's
she got
old.
stabbed.
They nerfed her. That's why they legitimately nerfed her.
And that was all Loki's fault. He literally told them which direction to turn. And actually, we come back to this in the television show Loki, or the Disney Plus show Loki, where Mobius is actually like picking on him because, trying to bring back that trauma that Loki, you are to be blamed. That is on you because you always try to be so mischievous. You keep even hurting yourself, even your own mother.
But uncool thing, well, she was holding her own, which was kind of cool.
Yeah, she really was
I
surprisingly.
mean, she's a witch.
Yeah, true.
She has the power.
She's cooler in the comics.
Just like Malekith. Cooler
Yeah,
in the
that too.
comics.
Malekith is like evil in the comics. He is just.
Oh yeah.
He's like the Joker to Thor's big bad. I messed that up, but you know what I'm saying.
However,
Well
I
said.
feel bad for, the actor and just like the character in general, just because I feel like he didn't have a good death. It's like
He didn't have a good death. He didn't have a good movie. He didn't have a good script.
didn't even have a good fight. There was like nothing.
Well, he left Doctor Who for this Hollywood movie.
Well, he'll always have the Ninth Doctor.
That fight fell flat.
You realize every doctor has now. Well, I say every doctor. Hold on. I'll just say how. You realize Christopher Eccleston, David Tennant, and Matt Smith are now in Marvel movies.
Who's David Tennant in?
Jessica Jones.
Oh, that's right, Purple Man.
Movie.
Matt Smith.
Oh, he's going to be in Morbius.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's right.
Sad.
What else? Who else we got?
I don't remember if anyone else is in anything. Capaldi, Jodie Whittaker. I don't know. Don't remember.
Capaldi. Was Capaldi? I feel like Capaldi was in something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
If not now, probably later.
Oh, for sure. Everyone will be. Every actor is going to make their way into the Marvel universe. Don't worry.
One way or another.
That's how you become an A-lister now. You have to be in a
Hey.
Marvel
Be
movie.
a Marvel movie.
And
Or you could be Harry Styles.
there might be a whole bunch of them coming in this next one.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
We're waiting for Tom Cruise.
The clash of the multiverses with the Fox properties and everything.
You're telling me The Rock's going to be in the Marvel franchise real soon.
The Rock's always been in a
Oh.
Marvel franchise. There's rocks in every one of these movies.
That's what I meant. You know what I mean? Dwayne Johnson.
He'll play the Thing. Just you wait.
I can see it.
Maybe.
I want the Thing and Korg to be best friends.
I feel like they've met
Oh, in the comics, I'm sure they have.
because I know the Thing does a run with the Guardians. Pretty much everybody does a run with the Guardians.
You know, the Guardians of the Galaxy came out just after this movie. I believe it's the one after this, if I'm not mistaken. Either way, it's part of Phase 2, as well as Iron Man 3 and Winter Soldier. This definitely is the weakest of those movies, but this one does give us space exploration in the MCU. But then when Guardians came in, it changed the game. It became more of like just the genre, the music and everything, the colors. It turned into like an 80s cyberpunk, not cyberpunk, 'cause that's the wrong word. Just funk, I would say. 80s funk. That's how I describe space in the MCU.
There was a Captain America. The Winter Soldier sandwiched in between those two films.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the Winter Soldier's post-credit scene was about the Collector again, and that's where we meet Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch
The Collector wasn't in that movie.
at the post-credit scene, right?
No, he was in Thor, but he wasn't in Captain America. That was just Hydra.
The post-credit scene for Captain America did not have the Collector?
And the Winter Soldier, it just had Hydra.
Hydra.
There was no reason for the Collector to be there.
Just to, tease the next films. Then which one was that? Was that Guardians?
The Collector?
Yeah.
He was in the movie.
He was in the Thor. He was in Thor's post credit.
That wasn't the same one.
Yeah, Collector was not in Winter Soldier. I'm looking
Thor-
at that Wikipedia right now. Of the
No,
movie.
it's the same one.
He was in Thor: The Dark World's post credit scene, and then in Guardians of the Galaxy.
And then they had him again in Guardians post-credit scene after, just to show like Howard the Duck. That was it.
No, wait. That was Howard the Duck. Was that not the same one though? Because it had to come before Age of Ultron. That was when we first saw Wanda and wait, that wasn't the Collector. That's what you're saying. That is Hydra.
No, you're thinking that scene where they assemble like the B team.
We saw Wanda and Quicksilver in the post credit scene of Winter Soldier,
Yeah.
but no Collector. It was just Hydra
You're
experiment.
right. That's my bad. That's
Yeah.
me. I don't know why I'm thinking the Collector had them. That actually makes no sense.
They were in space the whole time. There you go.
Listen, this movie kind of like made me tired because it's just like
Really?
Made
boring.
you
Wow.
tired, buddy.
Made you
Tell me
tired.
about it.
And
Wow.
Kevin fell asleep.
Sounds like someone should have used a reshuffle card.
Yeah, right.
I don't have one.
Well, you should. You're the
Yeah, you
host.
do.
Kevin should have.
Yeah, nah, I'm not using mine. I told you what I'm saving it for.
It's your show, Peter.
I mean, everything we've had so far, we're all Disney Marvel, I should say. I was about to say MCU, but those Disney XD shows are not the MCU, but they have a connection. So Disney.
They use like
Everything was Disney that we saw.
MCU based people, like Daisy Johnson or who else? Fudge. Daisy Johnson's all I got right now, but I'll remember.
Still, it's still not the worst thing ever to see. And the MCU just has such a high bar. I don't know. I personally don't know where I'll put this with the Eternals, because this is still a fun movie. I would say the first half. The first half is really fun when we see the characters getting to re-meet, having Thor return, seeing where Jane's been up to, kind of like getting back in touch after the Avengers 2012 Battle of New York, because we didn't see them except Eric, the professor. He was the only one that was in that movie when he was being mind controlled by Loki. But the rest we haven't seen, so it's nice for them to catch up. But then they have to get back to the story. It's like, oh right, the story where it's not even grabbing its audience.
Well, I mean, that's what we're doing now with like the blip. You mention, hey, one day you're here, and then another you're all gone for 5 years, or stuff like that. Or I woke up back in my apartment, and people were living there.
And that's what I love. That's one of my things that I'd love to see for Marvel. I want to see how people react to catastrophic events in their world. Catastrophic. I don't know what. I'm tired.
Extra trophic.
Yeah.
There you go. But yeah, no, because after the Battle of New York, because they only mention Jane in there for it's yeah, she's under witness protection.
Oh yeah.
And then you
She
see
didn't really
Eric.
mention that in this movie.
Yeah, but and then they mention it again in Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
Hey, what's Jane been up to? She's the leading scientist in multiverse theory, or I don't know what she does, but
Something related to Shield, I'm sure.
and then Tony was bragging about Pepper. Yeah,
Mhm.
she's running Stark Enterprises.
See her again in Thor: Love and Thunder, where she's probably going to be dying from cancer, but then becomes a Thor.
And then
Hey.
and then it removes all the chemotherapy treatment every time she transforms into Thor.
Well, if only that could have been Peter Quill's mom's fate.
Ah,
You're out. Peter.
Peter. Oh,
Instead, his
Peter.
dad just had to plant a tumor in her head.
Peter's like, man, it hurt to say that joke.
Yeah.
You know, he has a big smile on his face.
I'm still trying to think of what other good things to talk about because I think I'm just being a little too harsh right now.
You know what? You're right. I'll think of something good.
I got
The
one.
jokes.
It was
The jokes were good.
okay.
They're not the best though. Okay,
Hey,
what makes
hey,
this
hey.
movie stand out with the other MCU films? Heck, even the other Thor films. What's some good thing you can say other than just like it has some quirky jokes or
The elves
oh,
bomb.
it's nice to see Thor do stuff? Like what's something specific in this movie?
It's great how bad they managed to make it.
Say it again.
Natalie, go.
The sets were kind of cool.
I think this like
Were they?
I like them.
when they first got to his home, like his planet, and like I don't know, it just looked kind of cool. But I mean, I guess it's not like the best I've seen
well,
from Marvel.
well,
Because like when you have Shang-Chi and that imagery, just all of that, just
That's
like
not fair. You can't compare those two.
I know Shang-Chi is such a good movie.
Masterpiece like Shang-Chi. Come on.
going off of that, Natalie, like this is the first time we see a different world because all the other movies, I believe, because Guardians came afterwards, it was all on Earth. So this is like the first one that moved it off Earth into space, into like so. So besides
kinda-
the first Thor, yes.
The original Thor.
The original Thor didn't explore Asgard as much,
Yeah.
but we still saw it.
And Jotunheim.
And this continued that growth of different areas in space, starting the trend in actually where we are today.
Fair. Even though like Guardians was superior in that, but because I think the worlds that they introduced there were just so vast and different and had all these different color schemes and for a planet, kind of like how Star Wars does it with like here's your desert planet, here's your snow planet. Like Guardians didn't just pick environment, but they just picked like neighborhoods basically per planet. Like, oh, here's your bad neighborhood. Oh, here's your rich neighborhood planet. This, I don't know. This there was just like too many, like where Thor and Loki pretty much fought the elves. That was just big, open, purpley plain.
I did like the bombs that the elves had because it was one of those bombs that when they throw it, it kind of like it was like not like a whirlpool, but like it expands and like
The black hole
The black
bomb.
hole. Yeah.
yes, that was awesome. Yes,
The
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
yeah.
singularity bomb.
Mhm.
What else?
Oh, if later on in the future, if Marvel had reused their like the Dark Elves masks like for horror movies, I was like their masks were like really creepy.
No, I don't know about that. Good part. Darcy calling Mjolnir.
Mew,
Oh,
mew.
but she always does that, right?
But that's all of us,
That's
isn't
she-
it?
she did that one time.
Meow meow.
Mew, mew.
She just said mirror.
Mir, right? When she said that, I was like, what? Mir? Who the hell is Mir? I never
They're
heard that.
doing the whole like Donkey, Shrek, Fiona.
Yeah.
I guess another thing too, this sets up for us to really get to know people, the Asgardians. And then so
Oh, the important ones survive until the next film. But
Asgard is not a place, it's a people.
That's right. It's not a place, it's a people. But now it's a place on Earth.
Yep. New Asgard. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
I do like that. How Asgard's now on Earth. I think that's going to be really fun for this next movie.
And the Asgardians of the galaxy.
But can someone clarify for me? Is Asgard just like a rock compared to like a whole a bigger planet?
It's flat Earth.
It's a flat Earth.
do you hear like theories that used to be a full I just in the MCU world that it was the seedling of a celestial was in the main planet and then they saved it as Guardians were saved it and then that's why it's so tiny.
Is that a thing?
Oh no, it's just a like conspiracy theory.
Oh wow,
yeah,
that
conspiracy theories.
I don't know how they could save it really, but I mean, they're magical, so why not?
They cut out a piece of the planet and just
Cut off of the main planet or whatever and fucked it. Or some or de aging
buy it.
or like the aging them since they don't I mean they they're what was it? The Celestials they need to take the length, they need a lot of people or whatever to
a lot of intelligent life forms.
and since there's not many of them considering live so long, I don't know.
And there's not enough intelligent life there.
They have Loki. It's actually pretty sad that this Loki is now erased in the MCU. Now we have to deal with post 2012 Loki.
I mean, he saw all his memories, his future memories or whatever.
And that's probably how Marvel's playing it. Like, okay, yeah, we have to take this Loki, so everything that we did with him in the past 2-3 movies is being erased.
Let's run it through one episode.
But then one episode, they make him watch his future, and it's like, okay, now you can act like this Loki again, Tom Hiddleston, which works fine, but it just happens too quick, I think. Like, he still has to be his own Loki.
I think he still is some Loki.
In this one, we get to really see him grow into the Loki he really becomes in Ragnarok, to where you could even fully say that he is redeemed and good and everything in Infinity War.
Then he gets choked out.
Yep. No more resurrections.
No resurrections this time.
Just kidding, he's back.
Ooh, Easter all over again. Maybe that's all.
Ha.
How many times does Loki have to die and rise again? How many Easters do they have to? All the Loki fans in Asgard, which I'm sure there are some, because we have plenty on Earth.
More.
So maybe it's like Easter for the Asgardians.
A couple more.
I mean, they are gods.
They're just humans that live very long.
Demigods?
Sure. And can use hammers.
I think we've ran out of good things to say.
All right, let's go back to crapping on this movie.
What was with that thing with they had that? It was like in the beginning when they had a character who was like he put something in him and he turned on fire, and then later down the movie, like another character had that same experience.
Oh, steroids.
Is that what that was?
Mythical steroids. I don't know.
Is that what that was?
They made them cursed.
Like before, like the second time it happened when he went to prison in the Asgard chamber, he had got stabbed before, and the thing that the lead, like Dark Elves leader, put in him, and when he got into the prison cell, he just like pulled it out and just basically.
Was that not the ether?
Was that it? I don't know, because he just turned on fire and then
maybe it was.
Trying to figure it out, but
I thought that was ether.
Well, maybe it's like their own like bioengineered ether. I mean, because like Tony Stark made the friggin' Tesseract in a lab, so like that's basically what his arc reactor is. It's just dad scanned it.
It's a curse stone. It's just a stone.
So space heroin.
Okay.
There you go.
Space steroids.
There you go.
Also, the elves had weird shaped ships. Like when I first saw it, when they kind of like disengaged from like the ship, I was like, "Why the hell look like that?" It looked like a flying knife for a second. It was really weird.
I mean, the designs at least are pretty cool. The way it crashed into that side of London or wherever they were. I'm surprised it actually didn't go farther. It really didn't destroy any buildings.
Hey, what's his name? Thor did decapitate his grandfather. It's a great movie. I watched every second of it.
You took a nap. Get out of here. Professor Eric reminded me of a crazy uncle. It's like he was just nude and like historical like landmark.
Okay, that did make me laugh. It was funny.
Yeah.
Because the poor dude, he was hypnotized by Loki for so long, and he can't really tell what's real, and he's still trying to understand the science that no one really believes anymore because it goes a little too far. The dude, yeah, he knows he's right, but at the same time, he also understands that he's coming off crazy, so he's just trying to get everyone to understand. And I don't know why he ran around nude at that point. I think it just broke him. But, we didn't see Clint Barton running around nude from being under Loki's control.
Yeah, we just saw him run around, Japan wearing a mask. I'm just kidding. That's not totally different things, but yeah.
Well, the next time we see him, he's, well, okay, I would say in the Avengers, like, right after he gets, out of Loki's mind control. He's fine. He's normal. In fact, he goes straight into battle.
Maybe he just had a little bit more resistance or
Possibly.
resilience.
You could call Eric a mad scientist. All right, so this movie is hard to understand and is a snoozer. Yes.
I was going to say moral of the story is the movie sucked.
Whoa, hey.
Okay, that's a little harsh.
Okay. It wasn't the greatest Marvel movie when there's so many great ones. It's so hard to be rude to the ones that aren't so great. But
I think it just, for MCU, it just doesn't hold up to the standard. It's not like the worst movie. It's not the best movie. It's just like, eh. But especially for an MCU movie, that standard is not there. That's why I feel like it gets so much flack, is because it's an MCU movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even the worst Marvel movie. I'm sure the Fantastic Four movies are kind of
that's
worse
a-
in my
that's a
opinion.
difference.
Yes, sir. Let's talk about Wolverine Origins.
There you go.
I'd say the first Fantastic Four movie is still better than this
Oh, yeah.
one.
Hey,
And
which
that's
first?
it.
Which first Fantastic? The one, the reboot one, or the
Oh,
first?
Michael Jordan.
The first Fantastic Four movie.
I actually like
Not-
that one. Yeah, it's not bad.
not
Fan Four Stick.
with Captain America?
That's what the title says, Fan Four Stick.
You didn't like the one with Michael B. Jordan?
He's in that?
Yeah.
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 Didn't you hear me make the joke about wanting to see Michael B. Jordan, Chris Evans meeting each other?
If you're a Human Torch, you're going to be playing another MCU character shortly.
I mean, Chris Evans did it.
And so did Michael B. Jordan.
You're a Killmonger. Come on.
Well, yeah. All right. Since we're kind of running out of things to say, I wish we could talk about more. I mean, we will. We'll also have to compare this to our other titles that we watched. Yeah.
I do remember, that when this one came out, it tied in with the show.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah,
Yeah. This was the first one to connect.
yeah. It wasn't like anything big, but like, it's cool to see, but
It wasn't even a catastrophe so big for your Agent Ross to mention in Civil War.
yeah.
They glossed right over it, probably because Thor wasn't in the room, but whatever.
No one to blame. But yeah.
Okay, since it's Valentine's Day, I want to create this segment here. Who's the ideal couple that you ship in this movie?
This movie?
Do we still use that word? Is shipping still a term?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
then I got this one. Shipping. What's
Intern
his
and the
name?
intern?
Heimdall and that ship.
I ship Loki and his cell.
Oh, original.
I ship Thor and his hammer.
Okay, I was gonna say Loki and his brother because like they had like a good
No,
thing on the drive.
I think you've spent time on Reddit there, buddy.
this is Asgard, not Alabama.
Oh man, wait, I meant in like the
Whoa!
What are you doing, step bro?
not in love. Oh my gosh. Valentine's Day isn't only about romance, it's also about just love in general.
That's what the single people say.
I like how we're saying that to the only not single person here.
Me. Yeah, yeah, of all people.
The one person that does have someone. Oh.
That got personal. Okay, I'm
That took
sorry.
a turn.
All right, who else ships what?
In this movie specifically, Caesar and Shang, I know haven't said anything at all, and myself.
Let's see. Darcy and the other intern.
All right, that's fair. I don't know if we'll ever see him again.
Absolutely.
No, that's probably last time.
He definitely wasn't in WandaVision.
He
In
has
fact,
not become A-list.
it kind of seemed like maybe something would have grown with Darcy and Agent Wu in WandaVision, but I don't really think there will be.
I think they seem more like homies, bro. Like,
Yeah.
if we got a bowling team, let's go bowling. You're like,
Yeah.
you're my number one draft pick.
Didn't Wu say he had a family? Ant-Man?
Oh, did he?
Thought he did.
Oh, he might have.
I mean, come on,
Oh.
that's John. That's Jim, bro.
That's
Of course
Jim.
he has a
What are you
family.
doing? Yeah, he has Pam. Yeah. What are you
Yeah,
doing?
Pam, come on.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Undercover
Jim.
is working at a paper company.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Jim.
First agent in Philadelphia. Yeah.
I've never seen an episode of The Office, but I at least know that Jim.
That's the social media right there.
Yes, sir. All of your posts. I got. Thank you, sir.
How about you, Caesar? Who is your ideal couple in this movie?
I would say Thor and Jane. I would say those two.
Well, they're together, so what do you like about it?
I mean, they seem cute. I remember Jane is like the type that she just like appreciates Thor's handsomeness so much, because there were scenes that he's talking, she's like, and like she has like those fudge me eyes. So like, yeah. So.
That sounds very, very good. I got you. I'll help you out, buddy. She really listens to what he says. You know, he comes in and saves her. You know, gotta simp a little bit. Nothing wrong with simping.
Let's simp for each other.
You know, yeah, exactly. Like they have wonderful conversations talking about math, science, history, and unraveling the mysteries. But yeah, and then they had a big bang. Here you go.
So there are two characters in this movie that really lost something. So there's one, and that's Malekith with his
Life.
ether, and his life, and there's the guy that Jane originally went on a date with.
Oh, yes.
So those two definitely have a void that they still chase after even when they're gone. So maybe they should just find each other.
Well, one's alive and one's, you know, not.
Yeah, yeah.
I actually don't remember that guy's name, but it was the guy in the very beginning where she was trying to. It was probably a blind date or something, but she definitely did not want to be in that date. But he kept it going. He even found out that there's another guy. He's just like, oh, you wanna talk about it? I guess it's something we can talk about in this date if it helps.
Oh,
Like, oh, this poor guy.
help me.
His name is Richard.
He needs
Richard.
love.
Well, the simp.
Richard, do you say? Richard. Reed Richard? No, I'm kidding.
No.
Gonna be in the next next movie, Doctor Strange, you know, Pierre.
Simp and Richard.
His name was Richard, and he was Chris O'Dowd. What's the actor's name?
Honeyman, yeah.
I'll never see him again.
No.
I can't remember anything
No,
else.
he'll
he
come
was
back
in.
and play the Human Torch.
He was in Bridesmaids.
Then he'll come back as a different character. Oh, we just make a new segment where we're just like, you know what? We'll never see that actor again.
Oh, you can do that.
I mean, that's way too easy, especially in the MCU. But
Stan
still,
Lee,
yeah,
there.
Oh, Chris, that hurt.
What do you say?
You just said Stan Lee.
Oh, Chris, what are you doing to me?
Hey, listen, I will go to the theme parks. I'll go to that ride at Universal and see him every time.
Yeah, but you'll never see him again.
He's also in Mission Breakout.
And I'll go to Mission Breakout, whatever that is.
That's the Guardians ride.
I will fly to Cali.
But still, that should be a Disney Plus show right there. The adventures of Jane's somewhat ex-blind date. I want to say boyfriend, but not really a boyfriend.
Seems very wordy, so I might have to trim it down a little bit.
Okay, just Marvel's Richard. Bring back Christopher Eccleston into that show. Maybe they'll just be besties. You know, that's also kind of nice.
Maybe.
Would be interesting.
Maybe with the multiverse, we will see more iterations of Malekith the Accursed.
Was he not in What If?
No?
Was he? Who was that?
Guess
What?
not. Wow, they really were just like, oh, this movie bombed. Let's never bring back the Dark Elves, except until when Thor has to talk about them in Endgame.
He was the Dark Elves are also in the collector's collection.
Oh yeah, they were.
Are they really?
We saw that in Guardians. Yeah.
Yeah, of course those movies were 2 movies apart, so they had
Didn't
to
realize.
they had to make sure their investment was well spent.
See, there you go, Caesar. They're reusing the math.
Here we go. See?
Anyways, Caesar, do we have C trivia?
Nope.
Let me talk to my intern. Oh, we do. We do have.
no.
We do have. We do. Yeah.
Who's your intern?
I have an invisible intern. His name is Richard as well.
And he makes out with him,
He makes out with
just like
himself.
Darcy.
Talk about that.
Your intern's intern. That's what you are. The intern's intern. The show's going well.
It is going well.
Great.
Yes. After that love segment.
Usually when we watch something that's very popular that we all love, we don't really have much to talk about.
Mhm.
But when it's like something for the first time, we can talk for a good 2 hours on it.
Here's the thing. We've seen this, but we all don't love it, buddy. I'm gonna be real.
That's also a good reason, like, we could talk more about, like, what is it that doesn't work? Why doesn't it work? How can this movie be better? But I think I just summarized why I'm not really talking about all those things is because I don't understand this movie from the start. I don't know what could really make it better. Ragnarok was the solution
It was,
for
yeah.
Thor alone. So he's funnier it just looks better. Everything is paced better.
It
This
tightened the
movie
story
is
better for him.
everything opposite.
I feel like they were trying to go for a darker tone too.
It didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
I'm not sure if
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember
'Cause,
what
like,
movies came
the
around.
Dark World.
Yeah. But like it's very much the DC route, and I think maybe they were not in that, but in the sense of like
Color tones.
Like a serious tone.
mood and the scenes and all that were much
Yeah.
darker, and I guess maybe trying to be more serious than anything.
Like what Harry Potter tried doing. Every movie we're gonna get darker in the MCU. The Marvel logo is just gonna go black at the very end of it.
It's just gonna be like a
They
shadow.
were
of
basically
itself.
there.
Also, we interrupted
Yeah,
Sea
trivia.
Trivia.
That's fine. That's fine.
The music's just been playing over us. I love how it's weird music to go with this talk. But yeah, let's jump into it.
The trivia.
All right. Woo! I like that smooth jazz.
Welcome back to C Trivia. How we doing, guys, on this lovely Valentine's Day for us? Maybe not for the audience, but for us.
I'm lonely, but since I have you guys, I'm not.
Yes.
I would like to go to sleep.
You didn't
We're getting
already?
there, Chris. Give us time.
Maybe it's the 4th of July to our audience at this point.
No, that's way too far. No, that's way too far.
Have a great Labor Day, guys.
You mean it's not Christmas?
Hey, you still gotta get that first episode out, Caesar.
Are we ready? We got 5 questions, all multiple
True.
choice.
False.
They're not true or false.
Hey,
You what?
Can I talk?
All the above.
Okay, are we ready? 5 questions.
I'm
go.
ready.
Oh.
Okay.
that needs to
I
be
just said
cut,
I'm
please.
ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Oh.
Yeah, that was my attempt.
We keep interrupting Caesar.
Oh my God, I love
He's
it.
about to lose it on us.
Okay, first question. So,
True.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry, Caesar. Continue.
Man, we're really for the dark worlding this C Trivia.
it's only fair.
This is the darkest timeline.
I bet our audience is falling asleep too. This is going well. We're professional.
And that was C Trivia, everybody. Thank you
Oh
guys.
no! Wait! No!
That was a great lightning round. All right, on to the scale.
No, bring that music back. Bring my music back. Okay, first question. So, how long did it take for Chris Hemsworth to grow out his long, luscious hair?
2 years.
You got 4 options. 4 options. Is it A, 6 months, B, 1 year, C, 10 months, or D, 8 months? And we can start with Evan.
In that moment, he wasn't paying attention.
I thought it was a wig.
Oh, second. This one was his own hair. Maybe it was a wig.
Oh, no. Okay.
Oh.
Well, let's see. Based on how my hair is growing right now, it's taken so goddamn long. I'm gonna go with 1 year.
Shang.
I think it's a year. I mean, a year. The length of it, probably even more than a year. But yeah, I'll say a year.
Wait, real quick. I feel like it's based on other factors. Maybe he was growing up beforehand. Never mind. At what point did he start? Never mind. Just
Oh my
ignore
God.
it.
Chris.
What was the longest one?
1 year.
10 months.
Year was the longest one?
1 year was the
what-
longest.
A year. A year.
Okay. Natalie.
I'll go with a year as well.
And Peter.
6 months.
What?
I bet you my hair can get that long in 6
Get
months.
it in like a bun,
Sir,
I think.
no.
It all depends on genetics. Remember that.
I
And how
haven't
you
cut
Here.
my hair in like 6 months.
Here, you dum-dum. You got it wrong. Everyone else, you were right.
Yeah, of course.
exactly because you're
Dang.
an amount of inches.
The only other viable option was E, it's a wig.
The first one, not this one.
Yeah. Okay. On to the next one. So,
I'm doing well.
you still have 4 more chances.
I'm trying to get the trophy at the end of this.
What country did the filmmakers choose to be the setting of the Dark World? Was it A, Iceland, B, Denmark, C, Norway, or D, Sweden? And Shang.
Sweden or I'm going to say Iceland. Yeah, we'll go with Iceland just because I feel like more right. I don't know. Yeah, I think Iceland. We'll go with that. You're doing loud.
Natalie.
I'm stuck between Norway and Sweden, but I'm gonna go with Norway.
Norwegian.
Kevin.
Based on the architecture of the school that they were at, it has more of a neo-Gothic. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going into all that. I'm gonna go with Denmark because Thor, the Denmark world. All right.
Chris.
I'm gonna go with the one that no one's picked yet. Sweden.
Maybe it is Sweden. Maybe.
And,
Only two of us will get this right, or one.
and Peter.
Bithlo, Florida.
Oh, E. Okay, I'll pick you. No, it's E then.
It's probably some random soundstage in Georgia, but I'll go with Denmark.
He actually meant to say Christmas, Florida.
No, Bithlo is right before Christmas. It's the nightmare before Christmas. That's what us Floridians call it.
I've only been there once. Never again.
It's right. It's basically to east of UCF.
So, gang, you were correct. Everyone else was wrong.
Hey.
Why was it the green one and not the icy one?
That's what I was gonna say.
did you say it?
Greenland. Remember Greenland?
Did you say it?
The cold one. Iceland is the grassy one. But like, I don't know. It just sounded like it would be somewhere cold.
Iceland is rather cold.
Not as cold as Greenland.
Thank you for the geography lesson, guys. I appreciate it. On to the next one.
I don't know if that was dumb. Bye.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna lose.
which actor disliked working in this movie?
All of the above.
Wait, say it? Sorry, say it again?
Oh, can I pick Christopher Eccleston?
Wait, no, bro. Can you restart the question, please?
Which actor disliked working in this movie? Was it A. Chris Hemsworth, B. Natalie Portman, C. Tom Hiddleston, or D. Idris Elba? Kevin.
So this is actually kind of hard because I know Idris Elba really did not want to reprise. Like he was not trying to reprise that role. But then he didn't have Natalie Portman, the third one. So I don't know. I'm gonna go with Idris. You know, Bosie himself.
I got it.
You should have put Christopher Eccleston as multiple choice, because that would have got me. I would have 100% assumed, oh yeah, I'm sure he hated this.
Chris.
It's Natalie Portman.
It's actually kind of a hard one.
Shang.
Yeah, it's between those two.
That one, Hundo P.
She didn't return, but she has returned. But I'm pretty sure there was an interview with Idris saying like he hated it. So I'm gonna say Idris Elba.
Natalie.
I will go with my namesake, Natalie Portman. And that's not who I was named after, obviously, but I'm just saying we both have the name Natalie.
And Peter.
I'm gonna go with my gut, Natalie Portman.
So, Kevin and Shang, fortunately enough, you guys were right.
Okay.
Heck yeah! I'll see. I knew it. I knew
I
it.
can still do this.
See, I'm not blind like Heimdall.
Peter, you're 0 for 3 right now, so...
So I don't even have to answer this next one.
Okay, number 4. During production, multiple people referred to the Dark Elves as what? You get 3 potential answers. Was it A, minions, B, bugs, or C, stormtroopers?
See,
What was it, Kevin?
see, come on.
Chris.
Bugs.
Natalie.
Do you mind restating the question?
Get off TikTok.
I'm not on TikTok, first of all. I'm actually working on homework and also working on this. So,
During production, multiple people referred to the Dark Elves as what? A, minions, B, bugs, or C, stormtroopers?
let's remember what they look like. It's between, I'm going to say between bugs and stars. I'm going to say stormtroopers just because it sounds like an asshole thing to say.
Wow, thanks.
Wow. Shang.
Oh, they were white and black. They look like bugs. I'm gonna say. Go with Natalie. I'll say stormtroopers. Yeah.
And Peter.
I'm gonna say bugs, probably because they kept dying so easily. That's probably what they were saying.
So, unfortunately, Peter and Chris, you guys were wrong. Kevin and Shang, Natalie, it was C.
Yeah.
There's that Disney synergy.
On to our last question
Like a boss.
of the night. So, Which actor half jokingly offered to direct the film but was turned down?
Taika Waititi.
Was it A. Tom Hiddleston, B. Chris Hemsworth, C. Stan Lee, or D. Natalie Portman? Natalie.
With Chris Hemsworth.
You got mail.
Kevin.
I am gonna go with Sam Raimi. No, who is it? Let's go with Natalie Portman. Why not?
Chris.
I'm gonna go with Bugs.
They would have done. They would have made a masterpiece.
I am not switching my answer. It is Bugs.
Okay. Shane?
There's no point.
Did you repeat the options again?
A was Tom Hiddleston, B. Chris Hemsworth,
Hemsworth.
C.
It's Hiddleston.
C. Stan Lee,
Hemsworth.
E. Natalie Portman.
Can you repeat the question?
Which actor half jokingly offered to direct the film but was turned down?
I feel like that'd be something. Oh, do you say half jokingly? Tom Hiddleston. I feel like he would say something like that.
And Peter.
I feel like any actor has probably joked around saying, "Oh, I can direct this. If I was director, I'd do this."
I feel like Nicolas Cage said that about Jiu-Jitsu.
He probably did.
I don't really think it was Chris Hemsworth nor Stan Lee. It could have been Stan Lee, but I'm gonna go with Tom Hiddleston as well.
A moment to calculate the scores. Dang, you were correct.
And Peter?
Dang, it wasn't Bugs.
And Peter?
Yeah, wait a minute. Give it to me too.
He doesn't get credit. What are you talking about? He's the host. He doesn't get any credit.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
Oh, it's like in those late night shows where, the host doesn't allow himself to win. Gotcha.
Yeah. And once again, this might be the second time or third, but Michael Shang, 5 straight wins.
Hey.
Correct answers. Wow.
Yay! Woo!
Jazz music has officially ended.
Tell him what he wins, Caesar.
You win an invisible box of chocolates.
What?
I don't like that. Shang, next time I see you, I will give you a box of chocolates myself.
Oh my. Thank you. I would like to thank the Academy, Yeah.
That's the music playing you out.
Just know you'll get the gift like in a week because that's when 7%
Gotcha.
chocolate.
No,
hits, so-
tomorrow. Tomorrow on the day
Oh,
after.
yeah.
That's when.
Yeah,
CVS
tomorrow,
and
that's-
Publix, yeah.
Yeah. And that has been C Trivia. Have a great night, everyone.
All right, Thor: The Dark World. What a movie! What a catastrophe! What a poetic symbol of how the Marvel universe can actually be a stinker.
Eternals.
Eternals was pretty bad.
I
Eternals is a good movie.
bad. It just.
Whoa!
Eternals was an alright movie. Alright.
Okay.
That's what this
Alright.
movie was. I'm sorry.
It was okay, too.
Listen,
It's okay.
We were all waiting for the ending of Eternals when Jon Snow got his sword from somewhere, and then Blade spoke, and then Harry
all
Styles
that
showed up.
mattered.
That's all we waited for. Let's be real.
I had no expectations from Eternals. The Marvel Phase 2 was such a fun time because that's when the Marvel fan base grew maybe 7 times after the Avengers movie, and everyone was just this was a snoozer.
We can at least, in terms of what they've been up over here in prison, he finally gets to see Jane again. That didn't make any sense, but I don't know.
When Chris Evans showed up on screen, I remember my theater applauding pretty hard.
And that's the last time you ever heard it for that movie.
I feel like Eternals
Honestly,
had
yeah.
higher expectations compared to Thor: Dark World, to be honest, because Eternals had star power. They had Angelina Jolie, they had Salma Hayek, they had the dude from One Direction, Harry Styles.
That was
Again, he was
that was
5
supposed to be a
seconds, 5
surprise.
Yeah, I think they were more higher.
I mean,
up
they
there
had 2
compared to-
Stark brothers from Game of Thrones, so
You're saying that you had high expectations when you went to go see Eternals?
Not me personally, but I know I've heard when the first trailer came out, everyone was like, "Oh my god, that looks fantastic! Oh my goodness!"
I don't know about that. I expected a better story or
Yeah.
build up. I don't know.
That
A
wasn't.
better.
I can tell you, I didn't feel that way.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's Angelina Jolie. I don't really think she's that high up there compared to all these big Marvel names.
Whoa.
Now, to be fair, Marvel has hired a lot of unknowns that became
I mean,
bigger.
that's like
but
basically everyone in the first except
Yeah.
for
Well, even the first Thor, I remember seeing the article where it's like, yeah, Marvel hires two like no names, which is
Yeah.
Tom Hiddleston and Chris Hemsworth, and I'll look at them, they're like everywhere.
Downey Jr. is technically
yeah.
the only well-known one, the first in the Phase 1 group.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have Chris Evans.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
And Scarlett Johansson. Even
Benedict Cumberbatch for sure. That was the one the fans
Yeah.
definitely casted themselves.
oh yeah, Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
I think for Eternals, I think my biggest thing is just like the respect for Kumail Nanjiani, his workout. He like went from like nerd to like super jacked.
Well, I think it's come time for us to move on to our next segment, the scale. The scale is a ranking of which we ranked each of our last reviewed titles with the one that we are reviewing today. So our last titles being Guardians of the Galaxy shorts, the Disney XD series of their shorts, 2 seasons worth on Disney Plus.
Not pants.
Shang-Chi.
Marvel Rising.
What else was there? The
Heart of
Ironheart?
Iron.
Marvel Rising, Heart of Iron.
Heart of
Yeah,
Iron.
Marvel Rising's Heart of Iron. And now with this movie, Thor the Dark World.
Or the Dumb World. I mean Dark World.
Oh, whoa, hey.
All right, Kevin, let's start with you. How would you rank?
Wow.
How would you rank each of these titles from your least favorite to your favorite?
From least favorite.
This should be good.
All right. I gotta compare three shorts. All right. Honestly, Thor: The Dark World at my bottom.
Whoa.
I'll be real with you. Like, don't get me wrong. The Guardian shorts were like the origin stories, whatever. But like, pretty funny, cute little things. So you know what? I'm gonna go there. Thor: The Dark World, bottom. Next is Guardian of the Galaxy shorts, and then Iron
Heart of Iron.
Rising. Heart of Iron. Heart of Iron, because that was a fun little story. Maybe maybe the rest of like the little Marvel Rising things are good, but I don't know about that. I'll watch it one day, but I would definitely watch it over this movie. I'd probably change the channel. And then my number one draft pick, come on, Shang-Chi. Best, like I'll probably go watch it after this. That's how good it is. Plus that soundtrack, but I still listen to it in the gym, so that's a part of my set. And that's my review.
Chris.
All right. So I said last week that unless we get something else MCU, nothing was gonna top Shang-Chi. I still stand by it. Unfortunately, we got this instead. I'm gonna say that probably most of our rankings are gonna be very similar again, if not all the same. And definitely, it's gonna go, the Dark World, the shorts, Heart of Iron, and then Shang-Chi, and then actually on top of that, Bugs. And there you go. Bugs is the true winner of this season.
Oh my god.
Natalie.
Number one was a place for, obviously, Shang-Chi. I guess after I did like the Guardian shorts. They were kind of cute, so I put that as number 2 on my list. I could say the Thor movie. I'll put it for number 3.
Wow.
Wait,
then
what's
last-
the order here?
Damn, you really taking what I said and throw it out the window.
Yeah.
One was Shang-Chi.
She's going from number 1 to number 4.
Oh, because I wrote like Thor, Shang, Guardians, and that's so far in your least to favorite order.
Shang-Chi was not my least favorite. It was my favorite. It's number
Okay.
1. Oh my gosh.
We're going
Yeah.
from least favorite to favorite. So start that over. I have to keep tallies.
Okay, the one before or after Shang-Chi, I will put that one as number 4. I will put this Thor one as number 3 because it wasn't that bad. I just kind of like lost interest halfway through. So like I thought the Guardian shorts were actually kind of cute because I like the animated portion of it. So that was cute. And then also I'm gonna put Shang-Chi as number 4 because I actually want to put it as negative 1000 because I don't think it could ever be a least favorite. I don't know. You said put the first. Anyways,
Negative 1,000.
Yo, your order is confusing me right now. I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry. I was looking at something else. I'm like, this is
Yeah, I
confusing.
got you.
I think I got it though. Marvel Rising, Thor, Guardians, Shang. Sean?
It's me.
Michael Shang.
Michael Shang.
I have them abbreviated, so for Shang-Chi I only wrote Shang.
And then Bugs.
Listen, Michael Shang
Right?
is my favorite. All right.
It's Shang-Chi. Am I saying it wrong?
In the movie they say Shang-Chi. Go watch our review. We talked about this. Listen to our review. I'm gonna always make that mistake. Okay, speaking of which, Michael Shang.
Oh, that's me. So, height one, but I think for this review, I was thinking of when I first saw the movie, my thoughts on it. So, with that, it's gonna be very similar to most. It's good.
I mean, your opinions
Yeah.
can change. We had many more Marvel
Yeah,
movies
no,
ever
no,
since, so it's
understand.
allowed to, be underrated if you really think it is.
So I do have Thor: The Dark World as number 4, and slightly above I put Guardian Shorts. I think one thing was the being able to watch it straight through. I fell asleep the first time. I was on a plane though, but fell asleep during watching Thor and kind of was snoozing off right now for it. So, where's the shorts? I mean, nice, easy, quick, and again, it told what it needed to tell. Then I have for my number 2, Marvel Rising, Heart of Iron. Yes, Heart of Iron. Just because I think, again, I think we said this last week as well, the progression of trying to tell or to open up different characters, like minor characters, to audiences and trying to grow that. I think that's really cool. And then, of course, Shang-Chi is number 1 for obvious reasons.
Yes, sir.
Caesar.
My number 4 is gonna be Guardians of the Galaxy shorts. It was short.
That's in the name.
But I mean, it wasn't pants, but it was shorts. But I prefer pants sometimes. I wear shorts all the time. But I digress. My number 3 is going to be Thor: The Dark World. The thing about Thor: The Dark World, it did give us the chance to see for the first time an actual team up of Loki and Thor, and I really appreciated that. And that was probably like the pinnacle of the movie. That probably what made the movie tolerable in all sense. Number 2 would be Marvel Rising, Heart of Iron. That was a good movie. We got to hear one of the best phrases that I will always remember for the rest of my life. I'm here to eat nuts and kick butts. So remember that, audience.
I forgot about that. You hot dogger, you.
I forgot about that too.
Remembering stuff.
And my number 1, obvious, one of the greatest Marvel movies ever, Shang-Chi. And that's my review.
As for me, from my least favorite to my favorite, it will
Here we
go in
go.
this order. Guardians of the Galaxy shorts.
Hurtful. I'm kidding.
Marvel Rising, Heart of Iron.
Whoa.
Thor: The Dark World.
Sounds like a trend going on here.
Interesting.
And Shang-Chi.
All right. No wonder.
Wow.
You didn't expect that, did you?
I was actually
Yeah.
expecting
So-
that.
Okay. Honestly, I'm choking now. Anyways, yes, of the MCU, it's pretty weak. But comparing it to those Disney XD shows, it gives me what I still want out of Marvel. I want to see cinematic universe stuff, so anything I can kind of take. But I think there were lots of flaws in the Marvel Rising Heart of Iron. I'm sure the MCU will perfect that much more. But it was still an overall enjoyable thing to discover, to learn more about those characters and their powers and such, because I wasn't really familiar with them at all. Guardians, I was familiar with them, but it was still nice to see their origin. It was still nice to see them interact on Earth. But, oh God, I would prefer to see that in the MCU, not in these shorts that don't even count. Especially when the voice actors are just so off. It's really nothing personal on them. It's just you just connected so much to the movies, and you can tell they're trying to be the movies as well, but they're not. So it just by default goes to the bottom, especially because they also felt very long for only being 2 seasons of 40 minutes altogether. But yeah, no, Thor: The Dark World. Understand there's still a very big gap ahead of you between you and Shang-Chi. So you still go above those 2 Disney XD shows, and that is my grading. So here is the average from our bottom to top of our favorites. We have Thor, Guardians of the Galaxy shorts, Marvel Rising, Heart of Iron, and then Shang-Chi at number top.
Number top.
At number top.
Number top.
Yes.
Number
Number
top?
top.
That new number? Whoa, wait. Is
That's
that a
my
new
favorite
number?
number.
That's actually my
Whoa.
favorite math problem to do. There you go.
Wow.
Remember that formula right next to the
Crazy.
quadratic equation.
I learned about that in 8th grade.
All right,
Wow.
all right. We're milking this joke there. Anyways,
Not as much as we milk bugs.
man,
All
what is
right,
it
Luke
with this?
Skywalker, calm down.
What is with you with bugs?
You're the one that came up with that multiple choice answer, though. Why bugs?
But I
You said minions, stormtroopers, and then bugs.
mean,
Why
You
bugs?
kind of look like bugs, so.
It felt real to me.
You gave me bugs, and now I will not.
Because the
both of
eyes,
it.
they do like, they
Thank
look
you.
very.
Thank you, Shang.
Buggy.
Y'all bugging.
Thank you.
All
Bugging
right,
me.
that's it for Marvel.
I didn't
All right.
even know my mouth was on this whole time. I feel really bad.
Wow, Natalie could have been talking shit about us this whole
We
time.
got, we got one good movie, 2 shows, and something
movie.
else.
A movie.
A movie.
And a decent
Oh,
movie.
but what category are we gonna get next?
Guess we have to
Ooh,
stay
we're gonna
tuned to
find out.
find out. Before we do so,
What if you did like a Disney animals series?
Oh, National
there's
Geographic.
National Geographic. Don't worry.
No. I'm talking about like movies where like animals are the main character.
Oh,
Like
that's
Bambi
Disney.
and
I'm
like
sorry,
the
I can't do
Dalmatians,
that.
Bear.
Aristocats.
And The Lion King.
Utopia.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't do that. It would be way too hard to go through every Disney title.
And then Simba. Are you kidding me? Lion King is another one that you could use. Oliver and Company. There
Oh,
are
that's
a lot.
practically all. If they're not a
It's
princess or
usually animals.
Peter Pan
Like,
style.
Listen, I just want to watch.
Oh,
I just want to watch
yes.
Zootopia over and over again. If I
Yep.
could keep shuffling,
Yes.
if I could keep reshuffling just to
Yes.
watch that movie every week, there you go.
We're eager to get off Thor: The Dark World right now.
Yes, sir.
Any last remarks on Thor: The Dark World?
All right.
So I guess that's a no.
All right, baby. Give me some Winnie the Pooh.
Okay, we're done with
It
Thor.
wasn't
All right,
terrible.
who is gonna fix this machine?
Before we move on,
Wasn't terrible.
to the shuffler, though, we have to go around and give our plugs. So, who would like to plug anything? Start with Michael Shang.
Nothing to plug, but again, it's been an honor and pleasure to be on the show. This series, I mean, and then on the Marvel section was very fun. But yeah, everyone just keep on listening. Make sure you subscribe, and yeah, that's about it.
Chris.
I'm gonna plug the ether back into Jane Foster and
No.
never have to deal with this again.
Okay, Captain America. Kevin.
I got nothing.
Was that you?
Hello, Kevin.
Kevin?
Sorry. Yeah, so what was my plug?
Is he?
I got distracted with Thor: The Dark World.
Oh
So-
my
Did you
God.
just
Chicken
all
napkin?
of a
Sleep
sudden
again.
fall asleep?
Yeah. I was watching the credits again. Honored to be here. Honored to have for you guys to have me here again. Tell your friends and family. And Peter, one day you will get that dog. One day. I'm trying to
Thank you.
keep that
That-
joke going. Hopefully, or that thing
that has
going.
been very random to anyone that just joined in. And honestly, to whoever.
Yeah,
Hey, shout out to Peter's puppy party, puppy shower. Hey,
Whoever else is joining in, please
Sure.
watch our other episodes. We're better than this episode.
listen to our past
All
episodes.
right, Natalie.
Please make sure you adopt. Don't shop.
I mean, you're
Keep it
plugging
going.
animal services, so that's okay. That's nice. That's thoughtful.
Yeah.
Caesar.
Please rate, subscribe, comment, and review to our podcast. You can listen to the show on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify. We just finished our first theme of the new year. So stay tuned for what else we
yeah,
got.
come back in September.
Thank you all for being a guest in tonight's recording and sharing your reviews. As for me, you can follow this show on Twitter at Reviewometer. You can follow me on Instagram, on my own personal Instagram at EwokPeter. I also have a YouTube channel where I upload these podcast episodes, amongst other things. That's PJM Entertainment. If you enjoy this show, please go ahead and give us a like, subscribe, or leave a comment down below. All right, it's come to that time, guys. We just finished our 4th title of this theme. So out goes Marvel, and here comes something new. So let's activate the Review-O-Meter Shuffler.
I feel like we need more rice after what we got.
Yeah,
That might have some.
It's killing me.
Yep.
click the damn button.
Oh, if it's anything good, please don't use your shuffle cards. Anyways.
If it's Mary Poppins 24/7, I'm shuffling.
Please be guest choice.
Come on, Nat Geo.
Just go.
Here we go.
Disney Channel series on Disney Plus.
All right, I will use my No, I'm kidding.
Okay, I mean, there's some good ones like the
What do we got?
Society of like the One Kids. It was just like a knockoff of Umbrella Academy.
It's just channel.
What?
That's not a Disney Channel
Disney
series,
Plus
though.
series.
It is a Disney Channel series.
You're thinking Disney Plus series.
No, but this
Yeah.
is Disney Channel series.
So what I'm really actually shocked about is that the shuffler actually worked for
Oh.
once.
Oh, I mean,
Right?
yes. My bad.
Hey, wait, it always works when we use the theme because we fix it earlier in the episode.
I could have broken down again.
It's whenever I have to turn off the shuffler for the next week is when it always breaks. So maybe I should just not turn it off.
You left the shuffler running? That's a lot of energy, Peter.
Look at the last one, the next one, Disney Parks.
Oh, we're
Disney
so close
Plus.
to Disney Parks.
Gosh darn it, Disney Parks.
Ah,
Dang.
Dang it.
Gosh darn it! All right,
Oh.
here's a reshuffle card.
Wait, really?
Are you
Whoa,
serious?
what?
No,
What?
no.
Okay, so no one's using the reshuffle card, right?
Hold on, I feel like we should get a pool going on of like who's gonna use the reshuffle, like their reshuffle card first. Cause like everybody's really holding on.
Yeah, this has been.
It's a strategy. Honestly, I could see someone using it in this theme.
I'm tempted because I don't want to just watch I don't want to watch a series.
All right, we'll do it for every theme. So no, we'll do it for every theme. So like for this theme, who do you think is gonna use it first? It'll be me, Natalie, Caesar, Chris, or Michael Shang,
Or no one.
or Nolan.
Wait, do they have to be in here now? Because I can think of someone right now who might want to skip it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Reese, yeah, that's
No,
one.
I feel like
yeah.
he's holding on to it for like Mary Poppins also.
Mary Poppins.
Okay, are all of you hot doggers ready to end this?
Hey man, I'm just here to to eat nuts and kick butts. What was it?
Yep. Yeah.
Wait, I do have a
Stuffed
question,
nuts.
Peter.
Yeah, what?
Is there guest choice on the
Yeah.
themes?
That's how we got Netflix guest choice.
So wait, Disney Plus now or Netflix is
Disney
back
Plus.
on there?
Netflix is still on there and there's a Disney Plus one. There always was. However, the shuffler decided to choose Disney Channel series for us. So, with that being said, thank you for listening to this podcast where we just reviewed Thor: The Dark World, part of our Marvel and Disney Plus theme. Join us next time when we review our next theme, Disney Channel series on Disney Plus.
We better get the Owl House.
Stop.
That's a good show.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Gravity Falls.
And remember, kids, don't forget to eat nuts and kick butts here at Review-O-Meter.
Yeah, you hot doggers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bug.